Hello, sports card fans, wrestling card nuts. It's Tom here from CollectAWrestlePalooza. We're going old school today. By request, Money Hungry Picker said, hey, when are you doing another mailbag video? Here it is. Thank you for the feedback, Money Hungry Pickers. Any other fans of this channel, if you do want to see certain things covered on this, or topics, ideas, videos that you haven't seen in a while you want me to get back to, please leave a comment below. It's been a couple weeks. I've been in sunny California. If you watch this channel, I did just post a mini documentary. I was in search of sports card shops and arcades and nostalgia. There are a couple videos right before this one you can check out on my channel if you want to see what I found. But today is all about the mailbag. So mailbag is getting low. The stack of boxes is getting lower and lower. It means I got to buy some more stuff, but I do have some 2 parcels here. This one I received recently. This one I received a long time ago. Let's see what's inside.
CollectAWrestlePalooza. CollectAWrestlePalooza.
So we're going to start with this envelope here. Good things come in small packages, right? Imagining it's a slabbed wrestling card. That's what is the majority of my purchases. And indeed it is. All right. We've got a 1999 WWF Smackdown Triple H Chromium card. This is in a Gem Mint 10. You can see he is doing the pedigree right there. I'm not sure who he's wrestling. Let me see if it says on the back. It says, fans around the world were shocked when Triple H turned his back on D-Generation X in order to join the corporation ministry. I guess that was Undertaker's thing. The Greenwich native now has his sights set on the ultimate prize, the World Wrestling Federation champion. So it doesn't say who's getting the diamond, I was going to say diamond cutter, who's getting the pedigree there, but looks like maybe it's some jobber. I don't know. Could be Stone Cold. Looks like there's a knee brace on him. If you do know, please leave a comment below. But the reason I picked this up is these cards are not selling for much right now, and I consider them to be a seminal time in World Wrestling Federation history. This was the Attitude Era, late 90s, and these are Chromium cards. So, of course, if you watch my channel, you know that I stay away generally from the new cards, the Selects and the Prisms. I call them all Sparkle Ramas. But that's what people are buying. That's what signifies that a card is special, is if it's got some shine, if it's got some bling, if it's got some drip. So in the late 90s, finding a card that had drip was pretty rare, and these ones did come out. They're the Chromiums. They have the nice metallic sort of background, so I consider them a precursor to some of the other chromes, maybe to the Metal Universe type cards, you know, that type of thing. So, and they're pretty inexpensive. You probably want to pick it up in a PSA 10. This one is a PSA 10, but I've seen a lot of varying prices, anywhere from $30 to $50 up to $100, $150, which all seems pretty reasonable to me. But if you can get them on the lower side, I say, you know, you might consider purchasing 1 or 2, even if just for the nostalgia. And that's why I bought this. And the second box here, I'm guessing that it's a VHS just because the size of the box, but it doesn't say media mail, so who knows. There's no packing tape on it. It's just closed by the box shape itself, which is pretty interesting. Okay, so the inside is packaged up in bubble wrap, nicely taped to keep it safe. And we have, oh yes, sealed cassette. GNR Lies, the shocking truth. This is the cassette that featured Patience when GNR went acoustic. Guns N' Roses, one of the most important bands in rock and roll history. I did get a chance to check them out on their recent tour, the first run of it, the Not in This Lifetime tour. Interesting little fact, the name of that tour is because when Guns N' Roses broke up, an interviewer asked Axl, when are you guys going to tour again? And he said, not in this lifetime. And then when they started touring again, they called it the Not in This Lifetime tour. So I did see one of the first Not in This Lifetime tour concerts when they first announced it. Joined the GNR fan club so I could get exclusive tickets, an event that changed my life. I never saw them as a kid because I was too young. And if I wanted to go to a concert as a kid and see GNR, my parents had to go with me, and I didn't want them to come with me. So never saw them back in the glory days, but saw them as an adult. If you know GNR and you love GNR, you understand that they are one of the greatest bands in rock and roll history. Whatever you think of them, one of the best top-selling debut albums of all time, etc., 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 all the controversy. And this cassette epitomizes the controversy of Guns N' Roses. issues. They were having internal issues. They decided to release this essentially two-sided EP. It has one side that is new material and one side which was old material from one of their first EPs. So the only new material on here was an EP's worth of songs, but they released them as two sides of a long play cassette / CD. This is the cassette version, and it is sealed. And it wasn't terrifically expensive for sealed cassettes, at least I didn't think it was, and I consider this to be a really important cassette. If you watch my channel, you know I am starting to put some sealed cassettes into my inventory. I just feel like there's going to be a market for them in the future, the same way there is for vinyl and sealed vinyl, which is pretty unheard of. For sealed cassettes, you're gonna find a market for those in the future, in my opinion. I'm not an expert. But regardless, this is just nostalgia for me. So this cassette actually had a few versions, at least the LP did. There was some more controversial writing. There were a few things that were written on the newspaper. This is in the style of a tabloid type newspaper that they had to cut. So there are a few rarities, especially if you're buying the LP. You can buy some of the censored versions or uncensored versions. And then if you fold it out, if you're a Guns N' Roses fan, you know that there's a picture inside, that there's a censored and an uncensored version of that as well. So I'm guessing this is just the vanilla copy. It doesn't have any hype stickers or anything like that to authenticate that the seal is real, but it's pretty tight. It looks good. I think that this is the real deal. And like I said, I mean, it looks immaculate. The jewel cassette's in perfect condition. Songs in here, Reckless Life, Nice Boys, cover of Mama Kin. We got Patience, we've got Used to Love Her, You're Crazy, and the controversial One in a Million. So really, really excited to pick this up and add it to my collection. And that does it. That's this week's mailbag. I hope you enjoyed going back to the old format. It's what I love, is opening up my goods on camera, getting your comments, getting your feedback, sharing the hobby I love. Have a great week.
CollectAWrestlePalooza, CollectAWrestlePalooza.